Alrighty, here we go again. This mission, for whatever reason, has a lot of issues with actually running properly. So, it's taken me a while to do this. You might notice this save is from the 28th. That was the last time I saved. It is now the 4th. We have not progressed in any missions. And that is not for my lack of trying, although sometimes that is the case. I just can't get the mission to run. So if it crashes again, I'm going to cut the video and then try and get to that point in the mission, save, and then restart the recording and see if we can continue the mission. If it crashes. If it doesn't crash, then I'm going to be super excited and all of that stuff. I could save mid-mission. This also occurred to me. I could save mid-mission, and then if it crashes, simply reload that save. We'll see. The problem is I don't know if saving will mean it will crash every single time at the same spot. I've not actually managed to test that so far. So, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I've done this mission a lot, so we're going to attempt to very quickly clear the start of this, and hopefully these idiots would stop running through the Tiberium, but apparently they're not going to cooperate. Whatever. There are 7 SAM sites that we must destroy in order to actually continue the mission. If we do not destroy them quickly, we will lose our infantry and thus the mission, because we do not get reinforcements. There is also someone at the start of these missions, you can hear them, shooting something. I don't know what they're shooting, because there's nothing out here for them to possibly blow up apart from their own buildings. It's possible that they are, it's possible that whatever's doing that shooting is actually one of the things causing the mission to crash. I don't know. But they're blowing stuff up. You can hear them blow it up. There you go. I don't know what it is that they're blowing up, because there's nothing over there as far as I'm aware. But anyway, there's 3 SAM sites there. I think there's actually one right below us, and I just walked past it, but it'll be alright. There are some more SAM sites over here that I also want to destroy. Your units will shoot each other, by the way, if you get them too close to the building, like that. I'll just leave them there so you can see it. It doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't think there's one over here. No. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it will do some damage to the dude who stood right next to it. Also, the fire on the ground will hurt your infantry. I recommend not running through it unless you're an idiot like I am, in which case feel free to run through it. I think there's one down here. That little cyborg will show up a bit into the mission. He will follow you around and attempt to murder you. You have to fight him eventually, unfortunately. But it's not too bad. There's also a buggy that will show up on the east side of this area to harass you. And those 2 units will infinitely respawn and infinitely attack you, so I recommend finishing this part as quickly as possible, which that should be it. There we go. We get 2 Titans and an MCV. Whenever that guy feels like deploying. We also have a bunch of blue Tiberium, but as I mentioned previously, blue Tiberium is explosive, so make sure you're not blowing a bunch of stuff up immediately adjacent to blue Tiberium or inside of blue Tiberium. He's on a patrol that actually does not interfere with us, by the way. But anyway, make sure you're not blowing stuff up on top of your blue Tiberium, because your Tiberium will explode and you will be sad. I had that happen last time I played this mission. Alright. Now before we do much else, we're not going to build you. We're going to build a whole bunch of light infantry. And we're going to build some pavement. The reason I'm doing this is in an attempt to keep my MCV from being captured again, because Nod really likes doing that. They will only do it once in this mission, I believe. They will bring a single transport. I think it's pre-built and it's just scripted to show up after a while, but they'll bring a single transport into your base just to basically piss me off, so. We're gonna spread some units around. kind of defend our perimeter here in case anything shows up. I don't know if it's scripted to show up if you just don't build pavement, or if it's just scripted to show up after a period of time, but we will see. We will, however, build a second Tiberian refinery. Right there will do for now. It doesn't matter if that gets captured. No, go up. Thank you. We do get access to walls and gates, and as much as I like making my bases pretty, I'm tired of doing this mission, and I know I'm crowding my base together. It's alright. There's really no reason to do that, but it also has the side effect of confusing the AI when they go to capture buildings. Build a war factory. I'm glad he didn't aggro, because I didn't want to deal with him. It confuses the AI when it goes to capturing buildings with engineers, because they will generally capture the closest building to the engineer when they show up. Generally. Not always the case, but generally speaking. Also, the AI seems to have some variable, like, aggressiveness on this mission. Might just show up when I build a war factory too, I don't know. Sometimes they send stuff to attack you, and sometimes they do not. I do not know why, I do not know how they function, but that is what they do. Well, there went some stuff underground, so we're gonna pile up some more dudes around here. I heard it go underground.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit ready. Moving out.
There it is. Well, they sent a bunch of stuff in. My word. Did they blow up my harvester? That's very rude. Alright, well, while they're repairing that for me. Yeah, they did blow up a harvester. Very rude. See, like that time they sent 2 devil's tongues with the, subterranean dude. They usually don't do that. I don't have any idea why they did it that time. They also sometimes send a group of artillery at you. Again, I don't know why. But they do. Like that. You might notice there's now a bunch of artillery over here. Which makes me a bit sad, because now there's a billion things around here. You guys really should have never left over there. Like, look at the nonsense that's going on here. Why are there so many dudes over here? You're gonna get killed by artillery because I'm not paying attention. I'm gonna have issues selecting things because I'm an idiot. Also, artillery causes terrain damage. It is the only vehicle in the game that does cause terrain damage. This is a very sloppy start to this mission, but I'm alright. Who is shooting a bunch? Why are you shooting a bunch? You were shooting a bunch. Retreat! And more stuff went underground. Very curious. Oh, it's flame tanks again. Like, see how aggressive they're being compared to, like, the video I did previously of this mission? They're being really aggressive about it. And I don't know what causes the AI to do this. I don't know if if I build this thing they stop doing that, but good heavens. They need to calm down with their nonsense. Actually, I'm just going to stop building infantry for now. I will, however, build another component tower, or 2, or 3, as well as some more pavement. And yes, I'm aware these component towers are literally everywhere, and most of them are going to be irrelevant soon. But if the AI is going to be so gosh darn aggressive here, I'm going to build a bunch of them. I'm also going to build a bunch of pavement. This is a great start to this mission. I hope you're enjoying it so far. It hasn't crashed so far, so there is that. In fact, I think we might employ the save mid-mission strategy just to see if it does actually continue crashing in the same spot every time. I can't build pavement there because it's a slope. I believe you can't not surface on slopes. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I don't think you can. I apparently need silos. You know what else I need? The ability to upgrade my power plants. I'm gonna go ahead and save. We'll save here. We will call this in progress 1, and I'm just gonna do that. Doesn't need to be a fancy name. However, I'm gonna lose the ability to use the menu now that I've saved, so because I believe it disappears. Yep, I think it's here. There we go. I basically have to guess where the menu is. Now normally, to make this mission substantially easier, you would blow up this bridge because it cuts off all access from you to Nod's main base over there. There's a sub base down here that doesn't do very much, but this time, however, I'm not going to do that. I don't know why. There's literally no reason for me to do that, but I'm not going to. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. My, mouth would actually function properly. We are, however, still going to use jump jet infantry because they're actually quite good. Apparently my base is under attack. You go park over there. This should be a sufficiently defended base apart from artillery, because I don't have my own artillery, so. And we'll build 2 extra harvesters. This is an entirely overabundant quantity of harvesters, and this mission is actually... That's what this guy does, by the way. It detects stealth and underground units. Be curious what the heck just happened there. This mission is one you can actually speedrun relatively quickly because the objective is right over here. And it is fairly heavily defended. There's quite a few number of artillery there, as well as a bunch of lasers and fences and stuff like that, but if you build enough Titans, you can quickly bomb rush over there and capture the objective and be on your merry way. We're not going to be speedrunning any of these missions, primarily because I don't know how to speedrun most of them, but, just figured I'd say that. Just cancel those. This is probably enough. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what you're doing at the first part of this mission, you might actually lose all your infantry to an artillery piece that's down here. He's basically just hanging out waiting to murder your infantry at the start of the mission. That is his only purpose. He does nothing else. I believe he's right down across like a little area here. There he is. He's the only one down here. He's a very lonely artillery piece. If you shoot at him, he will attempt to move into a position where he can shoot back. However, being that we are flying units, he cannot shoot back. This is the base where all those infantry came from at the very start, by the way. Again, I have not the faintest idea. Please fly, thank you. I have not the faintest idea why they actually showed up, and my harvester's under attack, apparently, I think.
I'm on it. Loud and clear.
Harvester alright?
Moving out. Unit ready. Orders received.
He will be alright. I'll just have to move him back and get those things killed. Meanwhile, let's get these guys back up. I think there's a few more rocket infantry about. Also, that Tic Tanc's not going to follow us forever, so... Say hello to our friend the Tic Tank, because he's never going to leave now. Please shoot him, thank you. Again, if you want to make this mission a lot easier, just blow up the bridge over there and they'll stop attacking you. For the purposes of entertainment and to make me hate this mission slightly less, I'm going to leave that bridge there, just so actually something happens during this mission. It's a big old substantial waste of time, but I'm doing it anyway. These power plants over here, I think there's only 2 and that should be the whole base down here. Oh, there's 3 down here, my word. No, come here, thank you. I don't know why they flew backwards or whatever. We could also capture these power plants if we wanted. Their substantial increase in power. You people stop attacking my harvesters, it's rude. My harvesters are pretty much just going to sit at half health forever if I don't pay attention to them. Alright, so now we only will have one attack, or attacks from one direction. He deployed because he has no base to defend. That's how they function, don't ask why. These guys will run over here, and that'll be all of the units that will ever come from that direction. There'll be units that come this way, I think, because I think they're just scripted to show up sometimes. I'm not sure. I should really build silos as well. I keep forgetting we don't have any storage. This is also a very poorly designed base, but by golly, it's my base. So there you go.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I selected him and managed to move him simultaneously, but the rest of you scrubs are going to go over here and deal with this artillery that I just noticed. Now, in the original Tiberian Sun, you might notice Nod has artillery and we do not. That's because GDI cannot build artillery in the original Tiberian Sun. They do not have the option. I hate that it selects harvesters. In Firestorm, we get access to the Juggernaut, which is the triple barrel artillery that you all are probably familiar with because it is a staple at this point. And just in case, because I do know Nod does actually have some aerial units, although sometimes they do not use them. I'm gonna build a couple of quick SAM sites. SAM towers, component towers with SAM site upgrades, you know what I mean. Build those things. Now the way you're supposed to do this mission involves amphibious transports and little beachhead. There's a beachhead here and a beachhead down here and one over here that you can get across that I'm aware of. There might be more. And you just ferry infantry across there and do the whole shebang. However, sometimes you can actually get units across this bridge before it explodes. This bridge doesn't explode, there's one right behind it that's scripted to explode. Sometimes it doesn't do that. I have no power now. I forgot about that. So I'm going to attempt to abuse the ion cannon in a manner that should allow me to actually get across the bridge here. Just gotta watch out for, I'm gonna move him up. I just gotta watch out for artillery showing up over where the Titans are. Could also move him over here. That's not particularly safe. But these sensor arrays have very limited range. As you can see here, barely even reaches the other side of my base, but, you know, it can work. So the reason I'm waiting for this EM pulse is because there's 2 lasers on this bridge and a gate. For some reason they're actually showing up on my minimap, I don't know why. And there's also 2 SAM sites back there. I'm going to EMP the SAM sites. And use these jump jet infantry to blow up the lasers and the gate. I don't care about the SAM sites, I just want the lasers and the gate down. The EMP will disable the SAM sites for a brief period. I may as well wait for all these jump jet infantry to finish building. This is way more harvesters than you'd realistically have, like, ever in Tiberian Sun. In Red Alert and Red Alert 2 and all that, you would have tons of refineries and tons of harvesters, but in Tiberian Sun, you generally only have like 3 to 4 in most cases.
Yes, sir.
Let's control group these guys.
You got it.
Let's fly them over here and get ready to EMP that SAM site that's going to shoot at us in a minute. What?
Waiting order.
I told you scrubs to fly over here, not do whatever the heck you just did. Hopefully I can reach the SAM sites. There we go. Now I don't need these guys to actually shoot the lasers, it's primarily this gate I want, but while they're over here, I may as well have them try to blow up the lasers. The SAM site should come back soon. So we're just gonna pull them back over here. Build more of these guys. EMP cannon has, or EMP pulse, EMP whatever the heck that thing is. EM pulse, it's not EMP pulse. Has remarkably short range. So do be aware of that. The reason I want to be able to quickly get across this bridge before it explodes is because I cannot repair this bridge from this side. The only way to repair it is this building, which is over there. I believe these are 2 separate bridges. I could be mistaken, although I do not believe I am. 'Tis entirely possible. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys and charge. We're going to completely ignore anything if it happens to be crossing the bridge. We now live over here. This is our home. So there's supposed to be an infantry that shows up and blows up that bridge. I don't know what causes him to show up. I don't know what causes the bridge to blow up, because it's just a basic infantry, but we are now the controllers of this bridge. I didn't realize there's a third SAM site over there. That is a lot of SAM sites. There's a fourth SAM site, my word. These are just patrols. Well, this is why I built SAM sites. Hello, my friends. SAM sites should deal with it. The NOD aircraft, these basic aircraft, are extraordinarily garbage against anything that has any sort of anti-air capability. I think this is just damage from not having power, so it's not concern to me. Now, our objective, if we go over here, and I'm actually going to resave it, we're going to call this one In Progress 2. So far, it hasn't crashed, which pleases me greatly. I'm going to lose my menu again. It's going to possibly crash. It crashed. My god. Well, it didn't even give an error, it just straight up crashed. Alright, well, I hope that's saved. It should have saved. I know you can't see anything. It should pop up in a minute here. In fact, I'll wait to make sure it does pop up. There it goes. In Progress 2, load. If it immediately crashes again, I'm going to be remarkably sad. Alright, here we are. We saved. We did it. Are you proud of me, Reddit? Let's go look at our objectives. Destroy Nod base, capture pyramid.
Unit ready. On my way.
Once you capture the pyramid, the rest is easy, because in order to do that, you pretty much have to blow up most of his base. What are you doing? Oh, he's waiting for a refinery to open. Fair enough. He's gonna be waiting a while. Alright. You guys, get across the bridge. Let's go! Obviously, it is much more difficult to use infantry to infiltrate this base than it is to use Titans, because Titans are substantially more powerful, as they are heavy vehicles. So, we're basically just gonna charge over here and say, yo, what's up? We live here now. There's a lot of aircraft showing up. But look at how little I care. Because we have Titans, blow it up. We need a bigger hole to fit our Titans through. There's that, thing that showed up in the base. There we go, blow up these, blow that up. Ignore that guy because he's basic infantry, and Titans don't care about basic infantry. Now you can deal with the infantry. In fact, just step on them as we happen to walk by, basically. So there's Vega's pyramid, not Vegas's. I guess technically Vega's pyramid? I don't know. You can blow it up. Don't do that. You will fail the objective. Do not recommend. I wish there was an attack move in these games. I don't remember what started the attack move. It may have been Red Alert 2? I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm blowing these up. This base doesn't require power to function except for the walls, which no longer have power. This is how little I actually care about the stuff shooting at me, by the way. Welcome to Titans. They're great fun. Everything's dead now. So we could go ahead and capture the pyramid now, but first we're going to blow up that wall, because apparently, we're going to blow up our own Titans, because apparently that's how we feel about the situation. I'm so confident I'm going to blow up my own vehicles. I'm actually going to leave the construction yard, by the way, because I will be capturing the construction yard. Just for giggles. There's actually no reason to have it. I just want to have it so I can do a quick showcase of it. I will capture one, or attempt to capture one, in a much later mission as well. That is a lovely sound. Alright, let's get our... Let's second round of Titans just to go stand over there somewhere to distract things. You guys stand right there. I'll get you in a minute.
Sir, unit report on my way.
Now I believe, because the game's scripting is horrible, that once again these fences count as part of his base, unfortunately, so we do have to destroy the laser fences. Regular fences, or concrete walls, do not count as a mission structure, I believe, in any mission.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
However, these fences do, and I do not know why. So we will deal with these fences in the most dramatic of ways. Look at this poor man. There used to be a poor man there. He's no longer with us.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Now, Titans are really bad at anti-infantry, as you can see by that one that's been shooting over there. They won't lose to a rifle infantry, though. They simply have too much armor and too much health.
You got it. Yes, sir. On my way.
Also, I believe the AI in this mission is scripted to all out attack you when they lose their buildings. It's a thing the AI does. They do it in skirmish, too. Speaking of skirmish, there's an interesting thing with the AI in this game. You can't make teams with the AI. The only way to make teams is to ally with them in-game. And I do not believe the AI will ever accept an alliance with a player. The AI will also never accept an alliance in general. However, if one AI is destroyed, all other AI in the match will ally with each other. Notice how we don't have a nod version of the refinery. It's because it's the same building, so it won't pop up twice. I'm pretty much just showing off the buildings that Nod has and the units they have. So they got rocket infantry, cyborgs, the basic infantry are the same. You've seen both of these. What Nod also has, though, that I should have access to, I think it's locked behind the war factory.
Yes, sir.
So we are now Nod. Look at us go.
Ready. Proceeding. Ready for action.
Rocket infantry are really good because they're a cheap anti-air unit that you can use. I mean, relatively cheap. It's either that or a SAM site or hover MLRS. I don't remember if rocket bikes are anti-air. You might notice he does no damage, though. That's a thing. Oh, we already have access to tech centers as Nod on this mission? Good lord. So here's artillery, here's tick tanks. We'll build one of each of those just to show it. Artillery will automatically engage hostile units in their range without having to actually manually tell them to do stuff, so they're very good defensive units. Oh wow, we can't build advanced power plants as Nod for some reason, despite having them, and tick tanks do this. There you go. Also good defensive units. We also have a subterranean APC and Devil's Tongue. You've seen a Devil's Tongue. We can also build a Harpy, which is garbage. So garbage that I'm not even going to show it. We will, however, deploy this artillery and shoot at that. Artilleries are crazy devastating.
Unit reporting.
I may actually have to kill this dude.
You got it.
There's a relatively easy way to kill that dude. Just send everything over there. So there you go. We can also sell this. There you go. Woohoo, we got nothing out of it, unfortunately, but whatever.
Unit ready. Yes, sir. Processing, proceeding.
They won't always lose their legs, and I actually don't know what causes them to lose their legs. It's supposed to happen when they get in critical, but I don't think it always happens, and it might need explosives to do it. I'm not entirely sure. Look at him wiggle his turret ineffectively. You cannot shoot airplanes or people planes, air people.
Yes, sir. Sir, moving out. Moving out.
Am I missing a Nod presence somewhere that I forgot about? Because I have the pyramid. The pyramid's mine. I mean, I own what used to be the Nod base over here.
Moving out.
There's a SAM site. We could blow that up. This is the beachhead you would drop your infantry off at, by the way.
Got it.
Oh hey, there's units over here. Why are there units over here? I don't know. One of the biggest problems with jump jet infantry is that they always tend to park like directly on top of each other.
Infantry reporting loud and clear.
But anti-air stuff has a small AoE.
Awaiting order. Loud and clear.
SAM sites and missiles and all that have a small AoE. By the way, you might notice they continue dumping Tiberium, despite the fact I don't get any.
Sir, loud and
It's a huge waste of Tiberium.
awaiting orders. Moving out.
Do I win yet?
Sir, you got
If the mission crashes, I swear to God, I'm gonna be so salty.
orders received. Yes, sir.
There's
Loud.
another SAM site.
Unit ready.
Golly gee.
Unit ready. Sir, on my way. Sir, moving out. You got
Are
it.
there any more SAM sites around here? Good lord.
Loud and clear.
This is an entirely unnecessary quantity of SAM sites. There's another one. There's another one down there. There's friggin' SAM sites everywhere. There's also some lasers over here. Please fly. Thank you.
I'm on it. Unit received. Yes, sir.
Deploying your tanks causes them to do increased damage as well as have additional range, so. Unless they're under imminent threat by something shooting them, it's recommended to deploy them. I wonder, actually, before I finish this mission and inevitably crash,
Yes, sir. Moving out.
is there
Moving out.
a path over here? No. The only way is up here, and that's guarded by... Who's shooting? Oh, hello. I can't repair that, but you also seem to be incapable of damaging it, so whatever.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that must have been the last building, because there's a harvester. This is what happens with the AI. They send all your stuff to you, but the harvester has no gun, so it just sits there and wiggles next to your buildings. In a somewhat threatening manner.
Waiting order. On my way.
That's pretty much what it does until it dies. There you go.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
They're supposed to do that when they have no buildings left.
Unit ready. Orders received.
I am moderately confused. There shouldn't be anything over here, I don't think. Should there?
Yes, sir.
That's where the Tiberium is. Oh, there's a SAM site there. Thought I blew that up. How many? Oh my lord, do I have to blow up all of these SAM sites? Because good lord, this is entirely unnecessary.
Yes, sir.
You don't need this many SAM sites, man. You could have just put like 6 inside of your walls here, and that pretty much would have kept me from doing anything with aircraft. But whatever.
Orders received.
May as well check. Yeah, there's another SAM site. Also another beachhead here.
On my way.
Doesn't look, well, it might be usable. I don't even know if you can get something up there
Yes, sir.
to use that to land infantry.
Nope.
If you could though, that is a much less defended route, as is the south side of this base. The east side and the north side have a lot of stuff in them.
Orders received. Yes, sir.
Oh look, a SAM site.
You got it.
Who would have guessed? Praise the Lord, we did it. Don't crash, please. How did I get that much efficiency when I wasted like 90 billion credits by having no silos? I don't understand, but we finished the mission and that's all I care about, so... We're going to pick the next mission, presumably watch a cutscene, and then very quickly save and make sure this recorded properly. Because if it didn't, I'm going to be sad.
Much of our Hammerfest base in their search for the disruptor. Nod has reactivated the perimeter to prevent GDI from attacking. Water assault remains your only option. Find the Firestorm defense structure generating the perimeter and deactivate it. Only then can reinforcements arrive. Proceed to destroy Nod's primary base and prevent them from attacking again.
This is the first mission to feature the Firestorm generator, which is what the actual sequel's named after, by the way. It's a very useful GDI structure, which completely invalidates all of Nod's super weapons. So good job, Nod. You failed. Please don't crash. Theories on likely enemy plan, I realize it's very difficult. It's also the first mission to feature MLRS. That's for later. But now we save! Yay, I saved! I will see you guys next time, presumably for another video of me hopefully not crashing the game a million times. Thanks for watching!